Hello. How are you? I'm hungry. It's the day of my life. And it's only like, I can't see my clock. Oh my God, it's only 12:47. I was going to say it's only 2:47. It's Thursday. Thursday. It's not Thursday, it's Thursday. I think I need to drink more water. I need to go to Kaiser and get my urine test done. Oopsie. That was a line. I was putting it over. I feel like you're far away. We're wearing a fashion. Look at the opals poking through. We're wearing this fashion skull. Love it. Couldn't love it more. Love it too much. The usual suspect. The usual Brighton. This, however, this came in a lot recently. I don't know if it was a lot that you got shown. It's brass. It has some age to it, and I had to put a ring sizer on it. I just tried to make it like, no, it's like an 8 probably. Just way too big. It was no way. So I just kind of inched a ring sizer on there. I just think it's just lovely. It's lovely. It's lovely. So I went to an estate sale. Here's what we're doing today. I always forget I have this. I need to put my jewelry in there. So that's what that's for. I went to an estate sale. Okay, so what we're doing is we're going through jewelry tubs in the other... Oh, that's cute. I've already been through, but I'm going to go through them, sort them, more finely. Do the little thing where I put like 10 things in here to list, because this helps me stay honest. So I'll show you what I got at the estate sale. Not super exciting, but this is an interesting coincidence, and Mary Jane, you will appreciate this. So Mary Jane got me that beautiful opal angel, synthetic opal angel rock thing. And so I loved it so much, I was like looking on eBay. I'm like, opalescent, glass figurine, whatever. And Fenton, this is last night, and Fenton kept coming up. And I know Fenton. I know a thing or two about a thing or two. Which only means I only know a thing or two about a thing or two. But I know Fenton. And so this was at the estate, so it wasn't cheap. It was fucking $5. And there's one little chip there's a chip on the rose. Okay, I won't do the song. It's just not a chip on the rose. See? You would think I'd love him. I love the angel. Fit makes some nice stuff. He's cute. I don't know. I honestly bought him to resell him because, I don't know, 20 to 40, depending. It's heavy though. Don't know if I'm going to be able to ship that first class. Probably not with boxing, padding, and all that. Anyways, I like to have what I call lost leaders, sort of. It's not really a lost leader because I won't take a loss on it, even if I sell it for 15, on hard goods, because I just don't have enough hard goods in my store compared to jewelry. And I've been selling some hard goods. And when I found him, I was almost ready to leave, and I walked outside amongst like the tools and the icky shit, because I thought of my husband, like when he used to estate sell and thrift store with me, he would have been digging through like all the shit. What's happening? He wasn't sitting there all alone on a chair. They had him outside. He's an outdoor guy. One of his little pink feet fell off, and I put him back on. It's not a big deal. See? You see the little like mossy thing. Look at him though. He made it worth the whole trip, and the whole trip means I drove a mile from my house within my neighborhood to this estate sale. And I'm going to ask. He will be staying here. He will be living with us now, and he will have an indoor. Oh, look how funny of them. They covered the broken thing with the price tag, which I don't care. I would have bought him anyways, because he's adorable, and I don't like a perfect thing anyways. I like imperfection. So he'll go over there. And I know I've probably showed you this before. This might be a bob. But and I have another picture. What's it of? And where is it at? Of one of my bands. This was in 1990, before I got sober. I look pissed. 93. Do you see me? Well, the reason I'm showing you is because that's Melly Mel. That's Dave, who kind of cross-dressed. And that's Andy. These were the Cubanos. These were the Korean Cubanos, these two. Family. Cousins. Anyways, and look at, I used to collect Barbies and put them on the ledge like that, leave them in their box. What you're looking at. Oh, I love those glasses. Too bad they're on my head. Anyways, that's a Betsy Johnson, is my point. Loved the holy shit out of that dress. And back then, like say I bought it in 1990, just for argument's sake, it was like $80, which was, her shit wasn't cheap. But anyways, it was gorgeous. I wore that thing on stage, photo shoots, around the house, like until it was threadbare. I wish I wouldn't have. I wish I still had it. I mean, there was like bald spots all over it. I mean, it took a beating. But it was so luxurious and cool, and I just... So it's not just the Betsy jewelry, is my point. I have another picture now that I'm looking at this. Where's the other? Huh. Oh, well. Okay. I don't even want to do this. This is like... I don't know what I grabbed. I tried to hopefully get something that I didn't just, you haven't seen like in the last month. I haven't seen it for a while, so hopefully you haven't seen it either. Now, let me get... Okay, this is like going through a new jewelry jar because it's all tangled. And this is sorted adjacent, if you will. Oh, this is pretty. Okay, I'll list her. She's easy to list. Just a vintage-ish locket, glass, painted, flower locket. I just keep saying locket. And you know what I always forget to put in my listings? Especially when not if I run out of room, but a lot of times I like need more room. Like I need more words, and I'm just like, nah, I'm tapped out. I don't have any more descriptive words, right? Jewelry. Like earrings, blah, blah, blah. Jewelry. It's the best thing you can put. This is just a cool costume. Like, I'm not sure how costume... This isn't really exactly costume. This gives me life. I think... I don't think you've seen it, because I think it came in one of the ones I filmed that... Such PTSD. Oh, my goodness. Just probably acrylic. I don't do the cold touch. I don't know what you people are doing that for. I've had plastic that feels cold. I just do the tap test. Tap, tap, tap. Which either means it's stone or glass and not plastic. That's pretty. It's cute. It's big. 8. Maybe a little bigger. Yep. Why, that would be almost an 8 3/4. Oh, that was. I don't know if I'm going to list. That's not like an easy list. Okay, here's a faux jade pearl, gold tone, not plated or anything. Make sure it's not marked. Well, I mean, it's not marked gold, but make sure it's not marked sterling. I don't think it is. It's so crudely. Oh, well, I might be wrong. Oh, well, 18 karat heavy gold plate. HGE electrified. Somebody might buy that, right? Another too big one. It's very to me it looks very 1970s. Faux jade, faux pearl. But since it's 18 karat heavy gold plate. So yes, I'm watching Ramirez. My back. I sort of started last night. It's very dry. And I feel like such an idiot. Like, they're talking off the top, like, oh, yeah, he, he preyed on children. My whole speech about, like, no, I didn't know this. And they didn't put this out there, obviously, when it was happening. They weren't reporting, like, oh, well, they didn't know. This is all retrospect for the cops. They didn't know all that they put together. But apparently, yeah. Wouldn't kill them. Killed no children. That was his moral compass. Oh, abuse them, maybe rape, I don't know, beat, fuck them up for life, but keep them alive. I don't know what's happening right now. It's up in the... And you've seen this recently, and I like this, and I'll list this. I'll put this, okay. I say I'll list everything. So let me see if this is all recent. This is fairly recent. Remember the Wonder Woman? I do. Wonder Woman, because I think it's a matching bracelet for the Wonder Woman. I'll put it aside. If I can find the bracelet, then I'll put them together. I don't think the bracelet's in here with it like it should be. I do not think so. I'm doing this just to... Oh yeah, I loved this. And I'll list this. I'm putting at least 10 items aside to take pictures of and just put them up. It's just costume, but it's cool. I don't know if that's trying to be howlite. It doesn't even look really like it's exactly. That's probably why I didn't list it, because like, what do you put? Beige stone, faux howlite. I would say not howlite, faux buffalo, because it doesn't really look. Maybe it's supposed to look like buffalo. Is it buffalo? Why does it all of a sudden sound funny? White buffalo. No, that's probably why that's... This would be easy to list. Just word-wise. Just vintage, cool. What's this word? You could put abstract. You could even put modernist. But would... Come on, what are these? Oh, I really need to go to Kaiser. The shape. I want to say diametric. It's not diametric. Well, I'll just go fuck myself. I don't know what it's called. I'm just, yeah. I need to have my blotter. I need to have my... I need to... They have a... Oh my God, I can't talk. Urinology, no. Urinalysis, yes. I have an appointment with my doctor next week, literally on my birthday, and I need to go to Kaiser. Oh, good. I couldn't have gone while I was out. Yay. Because the nurses are there from 2 to 4. And that's... Oh, well. I'm going to get my ear washed. That has nothing to do with leaving the urine sample, but I need to go there from 2 to 4, when I can get the thingy-majigga. I don't love this. Just acrylic. This might go in a craft lot. It's like gray, mauvey, maybe? Mauvey? Maybe mauvey? Trying to get this thingamajig. My Hoosers. Yes, I have more jewelry coming, but no time real soon, and ThredUp, I guess, doesn't even ship. I mean, I think I already said that. It says right on there, like, give us up to 2 weeks to even ship. Oh, thank you, Goodwill. Speaking of shipping, I just got a notice that said they shipped. I don't know what these are. They're stones. They're not plastic. You can just tell by the feel. That's another thing, too. Cold schmold. You can tell by feeling something, whether it's plastic or not. It's kind of cool. I think you could call these hishis. Don't know what else you could call them. Don't call them late for supper. Yeah, that's a thing. Okay, now, what's in here? Oh, I know who wants this. I will put it aside. Come and knock on my door. That's sweet. Right? You know who you are. God. I gotta stop talking about... Oh, Betsy. Oh, Betsy. I don't know why she ended up in there and not in my collection. She's fun. Why did I put her over there? Why didn't I put her with my stuff? Speaking of opalescent. It's like acrylic-y. Betsy's very much... Her leopard heart is very much a signature. Baraha. Oh. Yeah, that estate sale was wah wah. Not as wah wah as Goodwill. This is wah wah. It's missing. It's like dirty black. It's all kind of bad. Yeah, I mean, I should just stop talking about it. I should really stop going to the Goodwill. I think somebody would like a kid. Oh my God, where's that sterling bracelet with the little boys on it? Well, that sounds really not. It's really kind of strange. See these little, this isn't sterling, but a little slide. But what do you say? Kids, people, what? Who's the market for this? Like, that's not your kids. Like, help me, you guys. You guys are all so much smarter than me. I'm not even, yeah, and it's, and I'm, I will never know. I mean, there's always just so much to know, right? I don't like this vintage thing, but God, it probably says Korea or nothing. It's hard to list. These aren't exactly rondelles. They're sort of these. Because they're like disco ball, AB. Here's the thing. I'm not going to put it in the list pile because I just feel like I have 5,000 mazillion, bagillion, batrillion vintage pretty things like that. Oh, I love this. Speaking of vintage milk glass. Who was talking about milk glass? Look at this. I mean, come the silk knotted. Actually, double. No, I might be wrong about that. No, those are beads. So it's not silk knotted. They're tiny beads in between. But look at this. Isn't this just fantastic? I had not a Haskell. Haskell? I know I talk about Haskell all the time. No, maybe. No, it's one of the other ladies. And I just finally sold it. It was like this. Milk glass. Oh, Weiss? No, that's not Weiss. This is, you've seen this. I love this. If I could wear it, I would. But I think it's for a child because it's too big for a canklet, too small, way too small for a normal neck. Isn't that fantastic? I might just put it on something because I like it. That's what I'll do. I'll just drape it on something and admire it. I don't know if I was saying something before, but I'm a sidetrack Harry. I don't know if you'd want this, Mary Jane. These are... I don't know the difference between a glass and a stone, especially when they're faceted. But I know the difference between plastic and not plastic. This is not plastic. I'll put it aside. I mean, it's new, because look. I mean, it's not, you know what I mean? Okay. Nothing going on with that. I love this. I might just keep this. I wish it was long enough to double, because that's a little bit of an odd length for me. Length. Okay, I'm keeping that. Talk myself into it. Now, these pretty beads. I forget what these are called. They're not wedding cake. They're not carnival gloss. What are they? What are they? Like cinnamon swirly kind of thing. They're just a bag of beads. Well, it was a necklace that was broken. And the soul of nobody knows. God, I got that song in my head. How a parson grows. Cat Stevens. Parson. Yeah, that's what he said. This is cool. So what would you call this? Again, I think that's a stone and not a glass. Yeah, no. It's a choker. It's a little tribal. Looks tiny. Okay, I'll put that in the list pile. It looks like we're getting kind of tribally earthy going. Earthy. Which of the usual suspects are you? I think it says Napier. No, nay. Same thing. Somebody told me to Napier and Monet were owned by the same company or something, or made jewelry by the same. I think it was those two, and I'm like, well, no wonder they all look alike. No wonder you can't distinguish one from another. I mean, I can list it, but again, you guys, I have some, and this is vintage. I have some vintage Monet Napier Trifari like this, just standard issue, round of the mill. For, you know, some of them are like $14.99 or best offer, so I'm not real excited. That's why this is still in there. It's like I've already got that listed and nobody wants it. I like this. I like a thing like this. I would probably wear this. Nobody made it. Nobody. I don't know what you call this link of a gold. Like these come in like real gold. I know serpentine and herringbone. That and rope. That might be the extent of my gold chain knowledge. And I think this is, well, I know what it is. Again, a tennis bracelet, gold, probably just gold tone. Most of these I get aren't even gold plate and sterling base. But even when they are, again, I don't have a lot of these listed. But when I have listed them, it doesn't say 925. I mean, I could test it. I love a tennis bracelet. I have a couple that I've kept. This definitely has gold tone. I don't know if it's gold. Whatever. I'll test it. But even so, you don't get diddly shit squat. I mean, maybe if it's a heart tennis bracelet with maybe some pink and, you know, something to set it aside, apart, but just like that, no ma'am, no sir. So this was the watch I was looking at. Who makes them? It's a slider. Oh, Jenny B. Now I would list this. Jenny B. That was my best friend from a long time ago. Because it's got insects, and who don't like the insects? Everybody done like some insects. Some butterflies, some bumblebees. Oh, a ladybug. You know what I mean? Can you see it at all? Right? And thank you, Treasure Fox. I should know your name, but I'm not good with names. I'm good with, well, I'm not even good with anything. For giving me all that info. Much appreciated. And yes, that little lizard, I watched the video back to make sure the sound was good. And I flip him real quick in the camera, and I see, oh, there's a name on the back of him. What's it say? And I still haven't looked. But you had said you thought it was check. Or you thought it said check, and it says something. Which I still haven't checked to see if it's check. Now, I love these. These won't sell. Milk glass rhinestone, vintage, 1950s. Loveliness, right? Again, maybe I don't have exactly milk glass rhinestone vintage ones. But I have, go look at my store. I have that have been listed for years. Oh, okay, 2 years. Well, that's years. It's more than 1 year. How dare you? Don't come for me. Right? But these are, they're just, they feel lovely. They're not marked. And it wouldn't matter. I'm just so jaded. I've earned the jade, though. I've earned it. It's not from nothing. It's not from nothing. I sold a couple little things overnight. Cheap. Sterling silver evil eye bracelet for $22. A small pair of sterling, Sleeping Beauties for like $16. Just saying. Just saying. I like this Grand Canyon. We've seen this before. That would be easy to list. Just like excuse me, I'll hiccup. $9.99 for a little Grand Canyon. Now that's what I like. Do you know what I mean? As far as listing, like, oh, vintage Grand Canyon charm bracelet, gold tone, vacation, party. No, it wasn't a party. Jewelry. I was putting it too for a long time. I was adding jewelry to anything because a lot of times I run out of things to say about jewelry. And I love these. Haven't listed them because don't really know how to list them. Don't know how to talk about them. Earrings are easy to list, easy to photograph. Well, that's not really true because I don't have a proper earring stand. I bought one and then it's like so janky the earrings just kind of fall over on the ground. Like, boop. I'm going to get hungry here. Hungry. Okay, so this guy is cool. I'm thinking maybe Maridine. I love the stones of it all. I mean, who doesn't love a coil bracelet, like a snaky kind? Oh, not good on this. Nothing, I don't like bracelets on this side, on this, where are we? Oh, you can see it there. Oh, no. I'll leave him out. My baby's sleeping. He don't go on that night. That's so cheap. I kind of like it. Yeah, I might keep it. You have to know why Betsy ended up back in there. I mean, her leopard hearts aren't my favorite thing, oddly enough, because I love leopard. I love leopards so much that I used to have mules. Like Rudy, my hairdresser, was one of them. He would get me vintage leopard, and you know this is a late 1970s when you could like he got me a leopard umbrella from the 50s. You know, just cool shit because he knew I like leopard. And then I shopped at a store called Yesterdays in Sunset Beach, California. Love that store. Started shopping there when I was about 13. It was across the street from my dad's waterbed store in Sunset Beach. He owned a waterbed store for many, many years. It was very, very fun. So I was always there because he also his house was in the waterbed store in the back, like it was property. I need to put that in the sterling shit. You know, whatever zoned, I think. Yeah. Anyways, it doesn't matter. That's not the point. So I was just always over there at the Yesterdays. And the gal, and I should remember her name, and it's kind of a shame I don't. Virginia. That just popped right back into my head. She was an older, cool lady. So I shopped there so much. So she got to, you know, she knew my taste. So I'd come in and she'd be like, Gina, I picked all this. You know, she would go to LA, I guess, and scavenge, probably just regular little thrift stores back then. And, you know, she'd bring all this leopard shit out, leopard coat, leopard hat, just leopard. I love leopard. Still do. But just vintage, nice shit, you know what I mean? Once something, you know, and leopard's been around since, what, oh no. What are doing? He's up. Forever. It resurges, never really goes out of style, of fashion. What's my point? Oh, but like, and the same thing with like, this is not the same thing, but like skulls, it's cool that society or fashion world made it okay for the soccer mom to wear a skull. Like in the 70s, 80s, 90s, you ain't finding no soccer mom getting anywhere near any kind of skull, jewelry, t-shirt. No. That was for us. Well, I don't know because I'm busy. I want treats? I don't want to stop right now. I'm right in the middle of things. What you need? Fuck my life. Enamel bracelet. It's not true cloison that I can see. I'd have to look up close. True cloison has to have, you know, the shit set in the wire. There is wire, but it's, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Anyways, so when it's kind of, it's a mixed thing for me when the fashion world makes the cool shit. It's not the same as leopard. Leopard's always been kind of cool. It's always been in fashion, and different people would wear it. You know, probably not the average soccer mom, but as for the skulls, I don't know. It's the good part is you got the Barbara Bixby's and the, you know, the QVC's skull wearing like soccer moms. And then the bad news is it's like they're just saturated with like shitty stuff too, and it just becomes, I don't know. It's kind of like when you had like a band and then they go big, And you're like, that's not my band anymore. I mean, I'll always love skulls. And skulls, by the way, yes, I know. They've been around for what? Thousands of years in jewelry? But more notably in Victorian, Edwardian, Georgian times, I guess. For various different reasons and memento mori and all that. But, yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what that rant really. I gotta eat soon. Speaking of rants, I don't know what's happening. This is like a real. This isn't good, folks. You don't know why? Oh, I know why I saved this. Because it has this. It's not stretch. Right? It's kind of cool. So what's my, yeah. Like now, like when I first got my tattoos, like my first ones in like 1984, I had a big Jesus and then I had a big panther. No, not cool. Even though I was a musician. It was cool in the musician world, of course, but I didn't know another female with a tattoo. And this is cute too. Oh, let me see. Maybe it doesn't. Maybe that's why I didn't list it. It doesn't close right. Oh, no, it does. Wait. You really have to push it. Push it real good. Just these. I don't think those are baguettes. I don't know. Amber color. Safety chain. Sweet little bracelet. And you put that. Is that okay that you have to push it and then it's just going to come open? I don't know. You tell me. What was I saying? Oh, tattoos. And so I'm glad. I don't mind now that everybody and their mother has tattoos. No, I do not mind. I'm going to keep that. Yep, sure am. Yeah, it's fun. No, that part, that's fantastic, really. That isn't like, oh, I was first and No. Because I used to get like, seriously, when I got my first tattoos, only bikers and maybe like prostitutes. I don't know. It was really frowned upon. You know, if you're a dude, you could have them, and especially if you're kind of Navy or that was the other thing. Like, did I already say that? Sailors. But yeah, not a good look for a female in the early 1980s, or probably late 1980s and through the 90s, to have tattoos. I'll tell you who sort of, since I've been out here, this has only been, well, I've been out here a long time, but when Kat Von D, when her show got pretty popular and people started knowing her, then people like in stores and whatever would be like, oh, I love your ink or whatever. And it's like, well, thank you. But before that, it was like, oh. I literally have had people like at Walmart, of course Walmart, like one lady was strolling by in her whatever stroller that they're too either lazy or fat to get out of. I know, I'm an asshole. And she literally like looked at me and just made a face and then turned around and just kept making the face. I'm like, because of my tattoos. And I knew it when I got them. You know, job stoppers. I knew it all. I didn't give a shit. I was PTSD from having my breast cancer and breast removed and losing our plum. And we called him plum because my gynecologist said he was the size of a plum. You know, the ectopic pregnancy. Anyways, I was seriously like just on mode when I got my tattoos. So I didn't think. I knew these are job stoppers, but I didn't care. I didn't care. More milk gloss. Nah, this really isn't. I don't think this, you can correct me. I don't know. It says faceted. But that looks like milk gloss. I mean, it doesn't matter because none of it sells for me. As pretty as it is. So, yeah, I should sell this puka. Ow, I have a lot of weird pain. I should sell. Somebody will want the puka. La puka. Just a vintage puka. Ciao. Oh, that goes over here. Right now, it's all earthy tone kind of situation that I'm going to list, which is fine. So, yeah. Tattoos, that's good that they shouldn't be in here. I might have been thinking, oh, let me take the ABs out, but who gives a shit? Like, why do you put it in there, Gina? Put it in somewhere else. Um, yeah. So Kat Von D, I believe to be one of the people who like made it cool slash at least acceptable, you know, to be tatted out kind of thing. This Clinton watch, it's cool. It's beat. I don't even know if it's gold filled, but I'll put it aside because it likely is. And the soul of nobody knows. God, I love that song. I love Cat Stevens. Grew up on him. He's so fantastic. God. Some of my favorite songs ever were written and sung by Mr. Cat Stevens. I know he changed his name. I can't pronounce it. That song has been in my head all day long. This is kind of an easy one to list. I'm calling it carnelian because it's orange. Ah, shit. Oh, wow, how is all that good? I think. Don't know if it's sterling. Where's my little wipey cloth? I don't know where my little wipey cloth is. I'll test it. But that would be a sort of easy one to list. I might be losing steam because my blood sugar is crashing down upon me. Oh, there's so much shit that I haven't even... And this, should I just list this? I love when there's a picture of you know, the, what do you call it? Like you can kind of date it. Like he's so, like, mid-90s kind of guy. So what? Repose, silver tone. I know it looks pewter, but I don't know that it is pewter, so just silver tone. What happened to that compact that I opened the other day? The Max Factor. With a little powder puff. Oh, I love that. Oh, this is a picture frame mirror. Now, isn't that weird? I guess not. You're like, oh, look at me. Oh, look at you. Look at me. I guess. I don't know if I've ever... Yeah, I don't get out much, but I don't know that I've seen... I didn't know that was a thing. I live a pretty sheltered life these days. That wasn't always the case. Someday I'll talk about a lot. Someday I'll talk about when I worked for the madam, and then not right now because I'm hungry. I say it every time, like not now, next time. And then someday, it says China, then maybe it says stainless. It doesn't say, it doesn't feel like stainless. And I'll talk about the girl band I was going to Ketchikan, Alaska. I might have already talked about that. I don't know. It doesn't feel like stainless. What is the point of stainless? Because some of that jewelry I got, some was HSN or QVC or whatever, like a little bit designery. That one bracelet, David Sigel, I think it was David. Don't quote me. And it's stainless. Gold tones, is that like the new thing? Because I noticed that a lot in jewelry I get, in modern jewelry I get, that's like stainless. Okay, you people that know shit, tell me why stainless. I mean, I would imagine, yes, it's like, I just picked up the same bracelet twice. It's stealthy. I mean, not that there's... I just don't understand why. Does it not... I don't think my husband wants this tiger eye. I'm going to put it aside for somebody or anybody. Stainless. Is it cheaper? I mean, obviously it's cheaper than sterling, but just an alloy? Okay, I'll stop. Mergen, do you want this? You can have it. I'll put it over there. I know you're a stoner. Yes, you are. You're a stoner. I need to do more craft lots. I'll just see if I can find anything Okay, Mary Jane, I'll give you these because these are nice. They're on a stretch, but they're cool. And now a parson grows. Yeah, there's nothing good in here, you guys. I'm about to dump this beach. And thank you for all your kind comments. They mean the world to me, seriously. Like, yeah. They touch me hearts. They really do. I don't have a cold heart either. I got a very big warm heart. We've seen this recently, and I think it's really pretty, but it's all twisted. That's probably why I didn't bother to list. Oh, well, that was easy peasy, and then lemon squeezy. Oh, maybe there's missing a row. You think? I think. Right? A whole row missing without it coming unraveled. Interesting. Interesting how that worked out. Did I say I bought myself a ring last night? I sure did, for my birthday. It was $26 on eBay. It's very, 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 very cool. I won't explain it. I'll show it to you when it gets to me. I was surprised at the price. It looks like a much more expensive ring. And it's just cool. So, it's metal, alloy. It's not anything like that. But, okay, is this guy, oh, this is one of those magnet, healing magnet cross. So I don't know if it's stainless. If it's not marked stainless, I can't assume it's stainless, right? And I don't even know. Do people care? That's what I mean with stainless. I mean, I did sell a stainless bracelet for $70, but I believe it was sold because of the name, like whatever the maker was, for $70. I wouldn't put just an unmarked random stainless, assume that I would get that much for something like that. I got to go find the little stuff that sold. What I do? I could be done in 42 minutes in. You want to come to see me? What to do? What I doing? Well, don't just come and cry. What's the matter? Are you hungry? Oh yeah, you're hungry. Oh, Munch. I've been ignoring you. I've been a bit of a bad mom. Oh, well, let me give you treats. Will that shut you up and then I can finish? Hold on. I'm not coming all the way in there. No, hey. Oh, come back. Come back, get a treat. Hey, hold on, I'll be right back. Out. Come on. Okay, you guys. That was really bad. And I'm just going to end anyway, so I should have just ended it. Because I'm starving. Yeah, I see the headphones. There you go. Really, there you go. I'm hungry too. I need to eat. Oh, I think there might be wieners in there. I had a wiener at 1:30 a.m. I have a hiatal hernia. I never eat past I don't go to sleep till 3. But I try to lay down at 2, down. So I was in there at 1:30 in the morning. My husband had cooked these. They're the ones from my birthday present. Where's that place that sends the good food? All the meats and stuff. I want to call it Black Angus, and that's not it. You guys know. Anyways, they sent a 4-pack of wieners. I mean, they don't look good. They're fat, but they just look all they don't look like they're going to taste good. Oh my God. So I went in there at 1:30 to make sure he didn't, because he's kind of a sleepwalker and he'll turn stoves on and shit when he shouldn't and not even know it and go back to sleep. So I was kind of doing a spot check and I saw them and I'm like, it's 1:30 in the morning and I had a bite and I'm like, oh my God. And I ate the whole thing. Just, not with bread or anything, just right there. No blowback, no acid reflux, no nada. Of course, I slept sitting I had my pillows propped up until like 3 hours in of sleep. You know what I mean? Because I pee all the time. So I know. But that was so bizarre. If I would have eaten a Nathan's, I would have been even sitting up. So anyway. Oh, no, I can't. All right, well, I will eat. I wanted to visit and say thank you, everybody. I appreciate you sincerely. I appreciate the kind words. I appreciate the help. I appreciate the tolerance. Okay. It's going nowhere. It's going nowhere. Oh, these Renoir like earrings. Earrings? Yeah. And I have Renoir like, and they're not marked. So I can put Renoir like. How about this little, oh, darn it. No, this is too cheap. This is, I mean, I guess, just plastic scarab. Kind of hurts my feelings. How does a person, these are, put them together. Little, this is a rope chain. Very, very 1970s. My dad had them in all sizes. Oh, the 70s was the gold time. I wonder why that is. Did something happen in the 70s? Mid to late 70s that made the gold thing just go bam. And all the dudes were wearing the gold chains, including my own daddy. My daddy. Love my daddy. That's another one cheapy like the one I showed you. This one feels even cheaper. Oh, this one's not bad. What kind of a glass? To me, everything is glass. Like especially when it's faceted. Like somebody else might go, oh yeah, that's amethyst or whatever, but I don't know, purple. And then there's like tourmaline, taboo bagaline, funakana hanamana popo. Like, oh my god, the stones that do you. Let's see what the hell this says. Mono? It's not gold. It's not it's like, because it's the wear on it. But I'm just trying to see. Condor? Condor, 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 condor. It's a great song. Google it. Engelbert Humperdinck. Quando, 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 quando. That's from the movie Game Night, which I loved a lot. Condor. I'm not wrong. What the hell's a condor besides a bird? Isn't a condor a bird? It's beat. It's like peeling. It's just funny to me when there's a name on something. I mean, I guess it could be like Monet's name and it's... I can't tell if it's... I'm trying to scratch it. If that's worn off or if there's sticky stuff on. Yeah, it might be. It's not as worn as I thought. So condor. Condor, 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 condor. What the hell's a condor? I'm going to look at the stone closer. We'll look at Stonehenge and see what maybe it is. Stonehenge. Just fucking with you. I don't. Oh, well, you know what I do know? I'll tell you what I do know. I'm slobbering on myself, almost. Well, now I can't tell. I know that glass has air bubbles. That's how I can sometimes tell. Air bubbles. I think all glass has little bubbles. Can't tell if this has little bubbles or not. I'll look up condor just for shitsies and giggies. There's a... It's not loose. It's in there. Like schmin there. Okay. What have we done today? In theory, we're going to list... It's so funny. This is like... That's almost all like tribal-y shit. Well, no, because there's no reply. Apple, what? I didn't know. Fuck. Now I gotta get off. I hate when I get those messages like, you recently logged into something and it's like, is it legit? Are they legit because you know PayPal sends that fucking, not PayPal, but the scammers send the thing saying your account's been suspended. I fell for that once, many years ago, and now I know. But so now it makes me on edge for every other like alert I get, like, oh, did you sign in? Because if you didn't do this or don't do that or blah blah blah. And the PayPal one is like, they want to get your password. They want you to sign in. Don't fall for it. If you're new, by the way, PayPal, anybody will always say Gina Defoe. They won't say dear customer. That's the giveaway right there. Dear customer. Because they don't know your name. All right, I'm going to go. It's been fun. I'll miss you until we meet again. And we will meet again soon. Maybe tomorrow. What's tomorrow? I don't even know what day. Okay, I was going to say tomorrow Sunday. Seriously. It's okay. It's okay, Gina Gay. I just, I don't know time anymore. Maybe because I went to a state sale, I thought, Saturday? State sales are usually Thursday, Friday, Saturday, so that's not too off. But I noticed the state sales I've seen lately are just doing 2 days, Thursday, Friday. And there was really no social, just, they made you wear a mask, I think. I mean, I wore one. I didn't check everybody. Masks are for other people, right? How does that work? You wear masks so that other people are safe. So that just rolls around and then, I don't know, I don't care. I have a pretty mask. Rhinestones all over it. Happy to rock it. Tried one of those clear ones and it was like, it's just not good with my glasses, not good for my hair. It's just a whole thing. So I just put it on my ears and pull it up. I pulled it up. I got lots of compliments on that mask. I got it on Etsy. It was only $9, but they charged like $8 shipping. And it's like, okay, I see you. We're both in LA. That cost you $2 to ship. So why don't you just put the price up front? How about that? There was a time back in the day on eBay. I know I'm going. When, I mean, again, this is 20 years ago. Yeah, 20 years ago. Where sellers would, and I probably said this before too, don't bop me. Where sellers would put, I wouldn't, but they put like an item for 1 penny and then charge $10 shipping because eBay didn't take fees out of your shipping. They thought that was, so eBay finally caught on to that. I'm sure they caught on to it, but it took them a long time to stop it. Put an end to them not getting their pockets lined with our money. I have no quandary. Quandary. Really, that song is fun. Engelbert Humperdinck. Quando. I have no qualms. Qualms. Did I say quandary? Okay. Did I say quandary? Qualms. I have no qualms with eBay. I have been using eBay like my bitch. 20 plus years. I have no problems with eBay. Like, I remember there was a period where people were just like bashed. They'd call it Evil Bay. And this is kind of more probably in the doll world. But, yeah, they'd call it Evil Bay. And it's like, really? I mean, yeah, they're corporate, whatever. But where else are you going to sell your shit? And at that time, it was 10%. Now it's 13% because PayPal's not involved. But, like, okay. Go to your antique store. Pay $100 a month or $2 or whatever they charge these days. I had one once upon a time in LA. Or go to a consignment store. I mean, like, what's the alternative, folks? I mean, back then there was Etsy, but Etsy's very, very limited. Was very, very limited. Now they just, I don't know why they don't just call a spade a motherfucking spade on Etsy and be like, yeah, we let you sell anything, everything. You know, you're not going to really buy appliances there, but as far as like their vintage rule and all, that's bullshit. It's fucking bullshit because they don't enforce it. And go there and search Betsy Johnson and you'll see what I mean. It's all just modern garbage shit, fraudulent jewelry. I don't know why I got off on that tangent, but I love eBay. Always have. Macari wasn't around back then. Posh wasn't around back then. Depop wasn't around back then. Etsy wasn't around back when I'm talking about either. So, but even when other places opened up for selling, there's just no place like eBay. There's just not. You can get everything under the sun at eBay. And I don't mind that they cornered the markets because I think they do it quite well. And I don't bite the hand that feeds me for a very long time. That hand feed me. So, and I'm not employed by eBay. I love when somebody talks something up and then they're like, look at the link down below. I'm like, fucking hate being soft sold. Do you know what I mean? Like, come correct, come up front and say, these people sponsor me. So I'm going to start talking about them, how good they are. eBay doesn't sponsor. Did you see this bit? eBay should sponsor me, right? No, but seriously? No. Does it mean I need to eat. Does it mean I don't ever talk shit on eBay? Do I like management? No, I don't. I wish they would have given us a choice, but I know they couldn't because probably 99.9% of us would have said no, thank you. We'll just keep it the way we're doing it right now because we like to know when our money's coming. Like I got, I don't know, 2 days ago now, I got a notice that from eBay saying we sent you a payment of like $236. I'm like, huh? Like I didn't think I had anything coming. I thought that I had been paid out like all of the stuff that had sold. Then I got another one the next day that said they were sending you a payment of $4.36. And I'm like, that's what I was expecting. So my point is, I mean, I know people that are smart and longtime eBayers too, that can't do the math. They're like, well, we just get they say they're sending us a payment. And we're just like, thank you. Because it's too hard to, you sell it, then you don't know what time period they're going to, eBay's going to then, wrestle it into a package and send you that payment. And then when they say they've sent you the payment, you're going to wait another 2 to 5 days, depending on when they send it. So it's just a whole shit show. Okay, I went from loving eBay to I don't like managed pay eBay. Nobody does. I'm not alone. And I guess I don't know why you did it. A money grab. Everything's about money, right? But I still bow down to you, eBay. You and me, we go back a long way together. I remember when you used to be able to take checks and money orders on eBay. There's no such thing as buy it now. It's auctions only. You didn't get 3-day, 7-day, 5-day, 10-day choices on listings. No fixed price. That didn't come till long after buy it now option. Used to be able to do auction with a buy it now option. Starting bid or buy it now. And then it morphed into just buy it now, fixed price kind of thing. Thank Christ. And there was a time when if you had an item for sale on eBay and you put OBO, you were like, yeah, what's that junk they can't get rid of? Yeah, that was a thing. It was like a stigma. Like, oh, don't put OBO on your shit. Because then it just looks like you're desperate. Yeah, that wasn't just something in my head. That was like a thing on eBay. And I might go back 10 plus years, but I'm just saying. 'Twas a thing. All right. Sometimes I watch the clock and I'm like, well, I'm at 42. Let me get to 45. Like I need it to be rounded up. Why? Techie, boom. I don't know why. It is. I'm like watching, I'm like, okay. Well, now let's just wait till it gets to 60. There's no reason to. I'm going to go. I wonder if because I suck in so much air when I'm talking, I get a little burpy. Probably, right? Love this ring. I mean, and I'll probably turn my finger around. Here's what it looks like. I just love it. I love these stones. I don't know what stones they are. I don't know if they're don't care. Because it's rare that I find a ring that it's like, well, I'm going to make this bitch work for me somehow. Because I love it too much. All right, folks. I will see you on the other side. Take good care of yourself. Don't be hard on yourself, really. Don't judge yourself. Judge others. I'm kind of kidding. Kinda. But seriously. We don't know how long we're going to be on. We don't know how long we're going to be here. Especially lately, I've just been living like, okay, well, this is all I got for sure today. This is it. I'm not going to borrow. I'm not going to borrow time for tomorrow and, do that head fuck, mind boggle situation. Oh, now I'm over an hour. I don't go for 2 hours. What if I did that? Oh, you guys are tuned out. And I'll tell stories. I feel like I just repeated them, but I'll tell the. I mean, it's not like ooh, I'm teasing this. I worked for a madam. It's not really. It's just one more thing I did in my life. All right, I go for real. Have a good day. Have a good night. Don't know when you're watching this. Stay well.